You guys, let's get right into it. On my last video, the one where I talked a little bit about tips to hand make your volume fans and the most effective way to practice. I think that's what it was called. I wanted to give you a little bit more tips on actually hand making fans and go a little bit more in depth. I don't think in that last video that the angle was that good, so I actually had started back teaching. So I've noticed a few things with some of my students, and I wanted to kind of clarify because I feel like it's something that is a consistent thing that people are having a hard time with. So I actually have my phone up here for perspective, and I'm going to be talking to you guys, going to talk you a little bit through what we are doing and give you a few tips on how to hand make your fans better. And just, I'm hoping that I can share something with you that kind of makes it click for you. So let's get started. So the tools you need are, of course, you're going to need your lash tile with some regular premium lashes. So these are the kind that you can make for volume fans, the loose ones, and an actual easy fan strip just in case you might need to practice a little bit more. So I have one here and I have a few up here, and I'm going to turn my light up so you guys can see. So yes, you need your lashes, you need a circle, and you need your tweezers of choice. I'm going to use these today, a 45-degree angle, and of course a glue cup, which I will get. Now I think you guys should get the glue cups with the little ridges in them, the little slits in them, because there are two ways that I'm going to be showing you how to hand make a fan. One way works, the pinch method works for me the majority of the time, but sometimes when the pinch method is not quite hitting or I'm getting a little tired throughout the day, I will make the fans with the little grooves in the cup. So that's good. So I'm going to get my glue and then we're going to get started. First tip, the first thing that you want to do is, of course, brush out the fans. More specifically, the lashes, more specifically if you are using Easy Fan, brush them out because they of course get stuck together and the base gets a little thick. So if you rough it up a little bit, that will be easier to pull off. And also just go ahead and brush your regular premium lashes. All right. So my first tip for you guys is the sweet spot in your tweezers, and this is where you need to actually pull from. So the sweet spot in your tweezers is actually not on the tip, because a lot of people like to pull from the tip and it does not give you the results that you want. You'll find that the lashes will fall apart. So the sweet spot in the tweezer is from about here to here. It's not on the tip, but it's about a third of the way in, not too far back, not too far in the front. So as long as you are pulling within that with the right amount of pressure, all the lashes should pull out together. All right. So I like to use a sponge because when you use a sponge, you will understand a little bit more about how to maneuver and place your lash. And it also helps you to understand how to kind of like lash wrap. Now, a lot of people, you can use whatever you want to use. I know people use, what are they called? Like the Pro-Mades, the ones that are already made. But I think the beauty in hand making the fans is that you get to kind of customize and you can lash wrap. And lash wrapping is very important because it helps with the retention. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you guys on an Easy Fan first, just to kind of practice. So if you are doing this with me, go in. I always pull a little bit off the ends first because that's the part that is a little harder to fan out when using Easy Fans. All right, so you are going to slide out a little bit, and I'm using 0.03, guys, as you know, as I always do. And then you're going to go in to the sweet spot and pull towards you. All right, so you see right here on the tweezer is where I have that in the sweet spot. Now you could either pinch from this way or this way, and it is important that you bring your hand in the direction that you want to pinch. So if you're going to be pinching from behind, you bring your fingers all the way back behind, or if you're gonna pinch in the front, make sure you bring your hands in the front. Use your third and your ring finger and your pinky for support. So I'm going to pinch actually from the back this time. Sometimes it works out differently, you guys, and you'll see, but I want you guys to pull from behind here. Place for security. Now, pinching is not like on the tips. It's not, it's right back here in this area right here, all right? So what you want to do, and I find that my students have trouble with this part because they are leaving space between the tweezer and their fingers. You don't want any space at all, okay? So you want to pinch before you pump your tweezers. You pinch, and the best thing I can tell you to do is to push down with your tweezers on your fingers so there's no space, and you just pump the tweezer. Let it open up for you slightly. Pump, hold it. Now you have a fan. You go in and dip, and you place your fan. All right, you guys, so one thing I want to bring to your attention is when placing the fan, you want to place it in the way that the base lines up with the base of the lash or the sponge. So it will look different for each curl pattern. So I believe I'm using D right here, and these are CC. So remember, you might have to tilt your tweezers slightly to line it up with the lash, because if you don't, you might place it and it looks like it's attached, but it's not. So you want to get it to where that base is laid down real smooth on whatever surface you're putting it on, okay? So that is a pretty nice fan. So we're gonna go in and I'm gonna do a few with the regular fans and lashes. I don't know why I'm calling them fans. But with this, you have to make sure you have your grip correctly. So you want to make sure that you have your fingers in the correct position. These help for support, and your thumb pretty much does the work. So it's not that you are pumping the tweezer and opening it up all the way. You are just using your thumb to get that little motion, okay? So go in and pull the hair in that sweet spot. Pull it towards you. So make sure you have enough space at the bottom to pinch. Make sure you are in that sweet spot. So you want to kind of think about it a little bit before you just go right into it. So that way you know exactly what you're doing and you don't get frustrated. So give yourself a moment to think before you go in and do it. And I know it gets kind of hard, and this is something that you have to practice consistently over time, but you want to make sure that you have good enough pressure when you are picking the lashes up off the strip. So I'm going to do the same thing we did with the Easy Fan. So you are going to place it right in that area. You pinch, and then you just allow your thumb to pretty much do the work. You have a decent fan. You dip it, and you place it just the same. Now, what I really like about using these regular volume lashes is that you can make a big wide fan, and that especially looks good when you are doing your mega volume sets and you want that wide fluffy lash line. Definitely those fans do it. Easy Fans don't really do it. They do give you more of that narrow look, but it's great to use these. Like I said, you guys, this is where the artistry really comes in. So we're just going to keep doing that, and I'm going to just let you watch a few times. So remember, this is where the sweet spot is. If I pull out too far towards the tip, I'm going to lose the lashes whenever I go in to make the fan. So this side is really working for me today, so we're just going to keep up with that. Some days, like I said, it's going to be this side. Use whatever works for you. Try them both. So I'm going to keep going in, pinching, and just pumping a little with my thumb, never opening up the tweezer completely, and just allowing that to do the work for me, okay? All right, so all in all, we know that practice makes progress. So this is something that you have to keep practicing. And don't feel discouraged if it's not coming easy to you, it's not coming natural. You just go back and forth with the easy fan and you make sure you have the technique down before you move on to the regular volume lashes. So that could look something like you doing a few of the premium lashes or the regular volume lashes. And if you start to lose your way, you just jump back to the easy fans. Make sure that you get the technical part down and then go back to the regular volume lashes. And you do that till you get it right. I don't feel like you have to practice, like I said, hours on end. So make sure you download that free practice worksheet. And yeah, you guys. So I really hope that this video works for you. I really hope that this helps you to understand a little more. Remember, let's go over a few little things. Remember to pull from the sweet spot, which is not on the tip of the tweezers, but it's right in that middle, about a third of the way in. And don't forget to push down on your fingers. So you push down, I'm showing you, you push down on your fingers and then you allow your thumb to pretty much do the work. So you never open the tweezer fully or you will lose the base being skinny. All right, you guys, don't forget to download that free practice sheet, like I said. And remember, you can have whatever you want with this business. You can have the clientele you want, you can have the success you want, you can create the type of lash sets that you want. The only thing that's standing in your way is you and the thoughts that you feel about yourself in relationship to your business. So change your mindset and change your life, you guys. So I hope that you have a good one. It is Saturday. My client should be here in a few minutes, and I hope that you have a good one. Until next time, see you later. Bye.